Have you ever met someone for the first time and at the end of it think, "Oh no, I think I've used all the wrong words"? Or even worse, "I'm not sure which words I should be using"? It's really important when meeting someone for the first time or in a business or professional situation that you get your words right. This video is going to help you get this right. In this video, I will share 5 vital tips on how to use English in important situations or when meeting people for the first time. Watch the video and get these phrases and words into your English usage. We all know in English that we say please and thank you to be more polite, but you need to make sure you say them in the right way. Listen to the difference between these 2 questions. Here's the first one. Can I have a pen, please? Now the second one. Can I have a pen, please? Which one was more polite? Of course, it was the first one, but why? Well, the reason why is because I didn't stress the word please too much. Can I have a pen, please? I used normal question intonation. I went up and then down for the last word, please. In the second example, the word please was stressed more. Can I have a pen, please? And when you stress the word please, there is a danger that maybe you will sound annoyed or frustrated or that the other person has done something wrong. So if you want to be polite with the word please, don't stress the word too much. Similarly with thank you, you need to make sure you say thank you in the right way too. Here's your pen. Thank you. Now the second one. Here's your pen. Thank you. Which one was more polite this time? Again, it was the first one. Thank you. When you say thank you, it's really important that you start with high intonation on thank and then lower intonation with you. Thank you. This is how you sound polite when you say it. If you say thank you, again, there is a danger that you're sounding annoyed, disappointed, or unhappy about something. So with thank you, never start low and go up. Always start high and go down. Thank you. Imagine you've been in a long day of meetings and you're thirsty and you need a drink. How could you ask for that? Well, some ways of asking could be, "Get me a drink, please," or "Can I have a drink?" But there's a much better way to ask, and that involves using our magic formal word, would. Would you get me a drink? I would love a drink, please. Would makes everything more polite and more formal. It's an excellent word to use a lot in business situations. If you're enjoying this video, click the like button below, or if you've never subscribed to the channel, click subscribe to get my future videos. We often use the word would in responses after the word that. So, for example, someone might say, "Do you want a coffee?" Your response may be, "That would be great." Or, "Do you want to come tonight?" That would be lovely. You can also use the word would in responses after the word I. For example, "Do you want to join our team?" I would be grateful. "Do you want to play this game?" I would love to. Would is a great word to use when asking questions or responding to questions. Let's imagine this situation. Perhaps a teacher comes to you with the marks for the exam and your marks are excellent. How would you respond? Well, some people may say, great, or wow. If you want to be more formal or businesslike, lengthen the response. That's really good news. I'm delighted to hear that. It's good to hear. So by using those words that or I or it's, you can introduce a longer phrase that shows your emotion and appreciation in a more formal way. It's similar if you receive disappointing news. Perhaps you wanted to go out with someone and they call you and they say, I'm so sorry, I can't come because I'm ill. And your response in an informal situation could be to say, oh no, shame. If you want to be more formal or polite, again, use longer phrases with that, I, or it's. Oh, that's really disappointing to hear. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's a shame you can't come out tonight. It's important to say hello and goodbye in the right way. With hello, in an informal situation, you might say, hiya, hi there, hey there, how you doing? More formal alternatives are hello, how do you do? Or phrases beginning with it's nice to see you. Or phrases beginning with good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have a whole video on saying hello with 50 different ways to say hello and also which ones are formal or more informal. So click on the link if you want to know more about that. But we also need to say goodbye in the right way too. So informal ways of saying goodbye could be see ya later, bye. To be more formal when saying goodbye, we follow the same rules that we've been talking about throughout this video. You need a longer phrase. It was nice to see you. It has been good to meet you. Or you could just say goodbye. That is the one short word that is also formal to use. But a really good way of saying goodbye when you've had an important meeting with someone you don't know is to say, I look forward to seeing you again. I look forward to our next meeting. I look forward. Why is this good to use? Well, if you say, I look forward to the next meeting, what you're communicating is, I was happy with this meeting. I felt this meeting went really well. And so I would like another meeting and I'm interested in the next meeting. It communicates something positive to the person you were speaking to. It comes across well and it means there's more chance of success in your future relationship with this person or customer. If you're sharing opinions with people, don't be too direct. And let me explain what I mean. Let's imagine someone asks you what you are good at. Now, if you're with a friend that you know well, you can be direct. You can say, I'm really good at this. I'm excellent at that. If you're in a formal situation, you don't know the person so well. And if you come across that you think you're really good at something, it might sound arrogant. Arrogant means you think you're the best and you don't really consider what anyone else thinks. So instead, use some extra phrases at the beginning that soften your opinions, that make them a little bit more indirect. Phrases such as, I believe I'm good at swimming. I think I'm good at reading. I feel I do really well in difficult situations. I think, I feel, I believe. Phrases like this at the beginning stop you from sounding arrogant. They make what you say come across more friendly, but they still get across the message of what you think you're good at. So add these little phrases and they will really help you to come across in the right way. Similarly with opinions. Now, we all have opinions, and our opinions are never completely the same as someone else's. If you're with someone that you know very well and have a good relationship with, and they say something that you don't agree with, you can be quite direct and say, "That's wrong. I don't agree with you." But if you're in a professional situation, again, where you don't know someone so well, you need to soften that opinion a little bit with some extra phrases. "I see what you mean, but I have a different point of view. I hear what you're saying, but I see things a different way. In my opinion, there's another way of looking at this situation." So my responses are longer, and I talk about how I feel about the situation. And that way I say, well, this is what I think. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying this is what I believe. Notice something else I did there. When you speak to a friend, you can use negative words quite freely. "That's wrong. I don't agree." In a professional situation, it's better to avoid using negative words altogether. I see this a different way. I have another idea. There might be a better solution. So instead of directly telling the other person I think they're wrong, I emphasize what I think could be right. It takes the negative word out of the conversation and is less threatening and confrontational to the hearer. So that's another really good way of being more formal and more polite when you're sharing opinions. Turn the negatives into positives.